So next, we will go through how to create your own custom functions. So custom function, you can come up with any functions that you may require during your course of work. So for example, we need to have create a function that adds two numbers together. So to create a function, we'll use the df keyword. Okay, like I said, if you for a keyword, color will change. Okay, and this is to start the function. Okay, give your function a meaningful name. For example, now we want the function to add two numbers together. So we can say add two numbers. Okay, so this function name, okay, uh, the naming convention is the same as your variables. So you can start with anything, any letters or underscore. However, you cannot start with a number. If you have multiple words, you combine them with underscores. And if you have numbers like in between, you can also combine them with underscore as well. So after the first letter uh, or the first underscore, the rest of the characters of the name can be either underscores, letters, or numbers. Okay, so for functions, we need to add in the brackets. Okay, so in functions, we can accept parameters. Okay, so parameters can take up the form of any kind of data type. Okay, so and you just need to put in the variables. There's no need for you to add in any initial values. Okay, so let's put in A and B. Okay, so with these two variables, okay, I mean in our mind, add numbers, we basically put numbers into our A and B variables. Okay, so these two inside the bracket, we call them parameters in this case. Parameter A and parameter B. Okay, so we can create a new variable to hold this. Okay, so this is something that we have already done before. Okay, so A plus B, and this total value we will save it inside my results variable. Okay, so notice after my function, we put in a colon. As long as you hit the enter button, the next line will start with an indentation. Okay, so for functions, okay, we need to have an output. So the parameters are our input, and any function that should always have an output. Of course, for programming, it is not. It is more or less optional. Okay, so here we will return the result. Okay, so when I use this, okay, I add in two values into my variables or the parameters here. So I do the necessary calculation. I return the results. Okay, so to use this, I will simply just use the name. Of course, I need to give them values. So in my function, this is just a placeholder. Okay, the parameters are your placeholder. Now I am going to add in the actual value. Let's say I can use 1, 2. Okay. So in this case, okay, I only define the function over here. So this does not do anything. This is just defining this function. Okay, so after that, I can after I have created this, I can use them using calling this particular name add to numbers and put in the values. So once I see that this is a function, I will find. Okay, so of course they will find from the same file first, and then they will search your entire Python library for something similar. Okay, since this is the first instance, they will use this particular function. Okay, so I will call this function. Okay, so I will bring my values, okay, to the function. So my value number 1 will go into A, and my value number 2 will go into B. Okay, so I will do this particulars, which is to add A plus B together, which is 1 plus 2, 3, and I will get the result. Okay, so always use a variable. Okay, so of course, to make it less confusing, okay, so let me use another variable name, although the result variable here and is only used inside this function. Okay, it will not be, you can't use it outside. Okay, so the total here, okay, equals to this. Okay, uh so they will do this, that means they will find the first function that has the same name. Okay, put in the numbers into the parameters. Okay, do this calculation, and after that I'll do return the results. Okay, so okay, the result will be 3, so it will return the result back to here. So this will become a value of 3 and it's stored inside the total variable. Okay, so to test this, we can print out to see that this work. So same thing, we use the Python 3, okay, command, and then our file is custom functions for this particular demo. So we will call this, and we will get 3.